the shrinking cap, Grandpa!
Catch me if you can!
Grandpa! No! Be careful! Grandpa, stop! Grandpa in my pocket! It was Saturday afternoon and Grandpa was playing with my seagull, Gordon.
Oh, sorry, Wolfie.
I was getting ready to go to the first ever Sunnysands Kids Art Club at Miss Smiley's Cafe. I love painting, sticking and making stuff, and I knew the art club was going to be really fun. But what I didn't know was there'd be magic in the air.
I couldn't decide what outfit my dolly should wear, so I bought all of them. What about you, Jason? You're supposed to bring something to draw, remember?
How about Gordon?
Great idea, Grandpa.
Hurry up, Jason. Mum, time to go.
Do you want to go to the art club, Gordon? I know I do.
I just knew what Grandpa was thinking. Sure enough. Not the shrinking cap, Grandpa!
Catch me if you can!
Grandpa, come back! You know when Grandpa shrinks, he can get up to all kinds of magical things. He can fly off in my plane. Nobody else knows about Grandpa's magic shrinking cap. Whenever he disappears, everyone thinks he's gone for a little lie down.
Oh, Grandpa gone for a little lie down, has he? I expect he's glad we're going out. You know how he likes his peace and quiet. Come along, Jemima.
Come on, Jason, we're going to be late.
I hate leaving Grandpa on his own when he's small. But I had to go. We all got into Campo and set off for the cafe. And Mum said...
I wonder what the art teacher's going to be like.
And Jemima said...
I hope she's nice and friendly.
And I said... Oh no, I forgot Gordon. And Jemima said...
Jason!
But I wasn't so worried about Gordon. I was much more worried about Grandpa.
Whee!
I knew he'd have a plan. I just didn't know what it was. The new art teacher was already there. And so are my friends Zach and Lily.
See, children, nice and pointy. That's how we like them. Everybody must have a pointy pencil. Pointy pencils are most important.
I didn't know the teacher's real name, but I knew if Grandpa was here, he'd call her Mrs Pointy Pencil. Her face, of course.
Oh, that's a lovely one. Pointy pencil for you, pointy pencil for you, pointy pencil for you, and pointy pencil for you. Now, I hope you've all remembered to bring something to draw today.
I was about to tell Mrs Pointy Pencil I'd forgotten to bring Gordon when I saw him sitting by the open door. This could mean only one thing. If Gordon was here, so was Grandpa.
Little boy, sit down. Little girl, what are you doing? Stop dressing that dolly and put those clothes away. I will not have this messing about. Now, before you start drawing something, you have to look at it very, very carefully, like this. And after you have looked at it for a very, very long time, you take your pointy pencil and you hold it very carefully, like this. And then you start drawing, but you do it very, very slowly, 1 inch at a time. And
Nobody wanted to know about pointy pencils. Everyone just wanted to do some art.
keep going.
And I just wanted to know where Grandpa was.
What happens when you make a naughty mistake, huh? You use an eraser.
He had to be hiding somewhere.
Erasers.
And now I knew where. I said you couldn't come.
Well, it's a good job I did. I've never heard such a load of boring old nonsense. This art club needs livening up.
No, please don't.
Little boy over there, stop talking to yourself. Now, girls and boys, let me see your toys. I am going to inspect them to make sure they're suitable for drawing.
So I got out Gordon, and Zach got out his racing car, and Lily got out nothing. I couldn't decide what to bring. She's going to be so cross with me.
Make sure your pencil is really pointy when you draw these wheels. Oh, and that drum. Yes, well, that's
Grandpa
very
was
difficult
jiggling
to draw.
about.
You'll need
I
double
guessed he
sharpening
wanted
on
to
your
talk to
pencil
me.
for that. I'll have to inspect the pencil before you do it all.
Lily needs help. I've got to find her a toy to draw.
No, Grandpa. It was too late. Once Grandpa's got an idea in his head, there's no stopping him. Mrs. Pointy Pencil was going from table to table. Any moment she was going to discover that Lily hadn't got a toy to draw. Mrs. Pointy Pencil got nearer and nearer. And Lily started to slide under the table. Suddenly she saw something.
Little girl, sit up properly and show me your toy. Where is it? I'm waiting.
It's this.
Oh, a fairy dolly.
Only it wasn't a fairy dolly. It was a fairy Grandpa.
Oh, she's so sweet.
This time, Grandpa had gone too far.
Where did you find her?
Under the table.
I've an idea. Let's all draw the fairy dolly.
No, you can't! This was a disaster. I knew Grandpa wouldn't be able to stay still for much longer. I had to do something. Look, over there, a huge hairy purple thing.
Stop it, children! Come on, sit down.
I rushed to Jemima's doll's box and found Grandpa's clothes. I was about to give them back to Grandpa when Mrs. Pointy Pencil turned round.
Oh, hurry up! Now, sit, everybody. Everybody. Purple hairy thing indeed. Any more trouble from you and you won't be coming back next week. Right. Now, everybody, get out your pointy pencils and let's all draw the little fairy dolly.
But the little fairy dolly had gone.
Someone must have taken it. Come on, on up. Who took the fairy?
Mrs.
Don't
Pointy
shake
Pencil
your head
was
at
getting
me.
crosser and crosser. She
And I
looked
don't
like she was
find
going to
out
explode.
Right. Everybody put your hands on your heads. I am going into the art cupboard and I am going to count to 10. And when I come out, I want to see the fairy!
Good news was that Mrs. Pointy Pencil had gone to hide in the art cupboard. The bad news was she wasn't the only one.
Greetings, teacher. Don't despair. Fairy magic's in the air.
You're real. A real fairy.
Let me give you some advice. Don't be nasty, just be nice. Brilliant artwork can be done if you make it lots of fun.
Fun?
Pointy pencils are okay, but these children need to play. Ask for their ideas and see how creative they can be.
Oh. I know just what we should do. Let's have fun with paint and glue.
Mrs. Pointy Pencil was a completely different person. It was as if she'd been put under a magic spell.
Forget about pointy pencils. I want to hear your ideas, children.
Well, we can
Everyone had forgotten about the missing fairy. Everyone, that is, except me. Although I had a pretty good idea where I could find her. I mean, him. Grandpa, please put your clothes back on before there's any more trouble. I'm going to take you home.
Yes, okay, Jason. I must admit, this tutu is a bit tight.
Hurry up. I want to see what the others have been doing. The others had made a collage of fairyland, and Mrs Pointy Pencil had made a collage on herself.
This is wonderful, children.
it is.
We're in fairyland. Give yourselves a big cheer. Yeah!
Grandpa was safely back in my pocket. And when we got home, I ran ahead of everyone and put him down on the floor. He whipped his shrinking cap off and went back to his normal size.
No more boring pointy pencils, eh, Jason? She'll be a fun art teacher from now on. We did it, eh? Teamwork.
Teamwork.
The art club was fantastic, Grandpa.
They did a huge collage of fairyland. I wish you could have seen it. What's that on your shoulder, Grandpa? You're all sparkly. Anyone would think you'd been to fairyland too.
The Hairy Fairies, telling all the stories
And the singing in a band.
We had a little accident with our magic and turned the world hairy.
Oh, how tragic.
We've run out of spells in our hairy fairy tree.
But they don't care.
They love to be hairy. The Ha Ha Hairies, finding all the laughter in Hairy Land. Ma, Pa,
And Minnie.
and don't forget there's Nanna.
And Chihuahua, the hairy pet.
But up on the hill in Chateau Shampoo, there's Boris Boo-Hoo.
And Boise, too.
Boris is trouble, you wait and see. But they don't care, they love to be hairy. The Ha Ha Hairies.
I am so hungry.
Ha, so what's new, Wiggy? Oh, hello. Guess what? Wiggy's hungry again.
Well, I'm the Papa Picky driver, and driving makes you hungry.
Well, I'm hungry too.
Not as hungry as me, Quiff.
Oh.
Oof. I could eat a enormous hairy Nanna right now.
Ah, that reminds me of a story about a hairy Nanna.
Oh, yes, I remember. If you don't know what a hairy Nanna is, you will now.
Yeah.
Well, Nanna Ha Ha was in her arty den. She'd entered the Hairyland art competition to make something hairy and funny.
And she'd made this.
A big hairy Nanna.
Well, you know what Nanna's like.
Nanna's a Hairyland artist. Nanna can draw like a dream.
She can spray, she can glue,
She can do collage too.
and sometimes she paints with ice cream.
Yes, ice cream.
Nanna's always laughing,
But if she goes too far, she lifts off her toes and up she goes. Yes, up goes Nanna.
up goes Nanna, up goes Nanna, ha ha.
And you won't be surprised to know that Nanna won the hairy art competition. And this was her prize.
An enormous hairy paintbrush.
Nanna had taken it round to show it to the Ha Ha Hairies.
They were so proud of her. Yes, this was the day Nanna won the hairy paintbrush prize.
But up on the hill at Chateau Shampoo, someone wasn't happy. Can you guess who?
Boris Boo-Hoo, what's he gonna do?
Boris had just made some new boohoo bubble bath, but his bubbles weren't bubbling.
We were watching from our hidey pipes.
Boris needed a better stirrer, but where could he find one?
He looked through his hairy stairy to see if he could get an idea.
And he saw the hairy paintbrush prize.
Nanna was tired, so decided to go back to her arty den for a nap.
Oh, how Boris wanted that huge hairy paintbrush.
For this!
To stir his boohoo bubble bath.
I think he needs a plan.
Me too.
And we were right. That's exactly what Boris needed. A plan.
Boris needs a plan, he needs a plan as quick as he can.
He needs a plan, he needs it quick.
He needs to plan a clever trick.
What'll it be?
What'll it be?
What'll it be?
And Boris's plan was to tippy-toe into Nanna's arty den
and grab the paintbrush while Nanna was napping.
We'd followed him on our popper picky because we knew he was up to no good.
Boris tried to get the paintbrush prize off Nanna while she napped.
But it didn't work.
So then he tried again.
But this happened.
He's not going to get it.
Oh, I think he is.
Quiff was right. Boris swapped the paintbrush prize for Nanna's sploshy sponge stick.
Boris had done it. He'd got the hairy paintbrush.
And Nanna was cuddling her sploshy sponge stick instead. Oh, neat. But then Boris heard Ma Ha Ha coming. He needed to hide.
He put down the paintbrush and looked around for a hiding place.
And he found one in the huge hairy Nanna.
This isn't going to end well for Boris.
It never ends well for Boris. He's in the Nanna. Right inside the Nanna.
Ma had decided to have a party to celebrate Nanna's prize, so she'd come to collect her.
Nanna woke up and saw that she was cuddling the sploshy sponge stick.
Of course, Ma had no idea that Boris was inside the huge hairy Nanna, and nor had Nanna.
So when she saw the zip of the Nanna had come undone, Nanna just zipped it back up.
Then Ma handed Nanna the paintbrush prize, because it had to come to the party too, of course.
And off they went.
As soon as they'd gone, Boris had to get out of the huge hairy Nanna.
But the zip was stuck, and Boris couldn't escape.
But he still wanted that hairy paintbrush prize really badly. So he set off after Nanna and Ma.
We decided to follow on our popper picky.
Picky, bobber me round hairy land.
Round hairy land.
I am Quick.
And I am Wiggy.
With a hairy fairy band.
Boris staggered into the hairy apple orchard.
Hold tight. He was getting tired.
Poor Boris.
Poor Boris? Huh?
Then Boise came along.
He didn't see the huge hairy Nanna until he did this.
He was confused. He put down his bat and ball.
And stood the huge hairy Nanna up again.
Boise looked at the hairy Nanna. He'd never seen anything like it.
But then he heard a noise.
A noise he recognised.
It was his dad inside the huge hairy Nanna.
Oh, it was one of Boris's brilliant jokes.
Can you imagine finding your dad in a huge hairy Nanna?
Boise started to try to unzip the Nana when who should he hear?
Ooh, it was Minnie, Ha Ha! Hi!
Minnie was picking hairy apples for the hairy paintbrush party. And Boise's always pleased to see Minnie. Minnie invited Boise to come to the party.
And Boise never says no to Minnie. So off they went.
Boise had forgotten all about Boris in the Nana. Oh dear, poor Boris.
Oh, poor Boris? I don't think so.
Come on, we mustn't miss the party.
Back in the Ha Ha Hairy garden, the Hairy Paintbrush Prize party was underway.
Minnie and Boise arrived with the apples.
And we arrived in the Poppy.
And Chihuahua came out of his doggy den.
It was time for the party dancing to begin. But suddenly, the Ha Ha Hairies saw this.
They couldn't believe their eyes. Nana's huge hairy Nana had come to the party too.
How had it got here?
Chihuahua knew how.
Boise suddenly remembered his dad was inside.
He ran over and managed to unzip it.
Out stepped Boris.
Nana thought Boris was just joining in the fun.
Good old Boris, what a joker. He'd made their Hairy Paintbrush Prize party even better.
Nana decided that Boris should join in with the hairy shake.
Inside the Nana, of course.
You're gonna shake, 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 shake. You wanna shake, 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 shake. Get ready to shake, 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 shake with me. Do the hairy shake with me. And you shake it up high, and you shake it to the ground.
And you shake it to the side, and you shake around.
Then you shake your fingers, and you shake your feet. And you do the hairy shake to the hairy shake it with me. Do the hairy shake with me.
You're gonna shake, 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 shake.
You wanna shake, 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 shake. Get ready to shake, 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 shake with me.
Do the hairy shake with me.
Do the hairy shake with me. Do the hairy shake with me.
Boris never got his hands on the Hairy Paintbrush Prize to stir his bubble bath, did he?
Nope. And Nana made him dance the hairy shake over and over again.
Oh, yes. Poor Boris.
What is it with you and this poor Boris stuff?
I don't know. Just feel a bit sorry for him, that's all.
Well, you should be sorry for me, Chris, because I'm even more hungry now.
Yes, I expect you are, Wiggy.
Can we go and find a hairy Nana?
No, it's too late.
Oh, but Chris, that huge hairy Nana has made me want a hairy Nana even more than before we told the story about the hairy Nana.